Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Ken with part 2 of Studio Live RM32AI. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your multi-rack for your RM32AI. I could not find anybody else doing this online, so it's just something I just really wanted to show people how to do and that show you that it does work with your multi-rack. Currently, I'm using Firewire, but once AVB is released to talk to send channels via Ethernet like Dante, you'll be able to use the built-in AVB. Repeat, AVB comes with this RM32. It's built in. It's a firmware update. But coming in the future, um, they were going to make a way where you can record multi-track and send and receive over AVB over Cat5. Now, Macs 2012 and up, any Mac with Thunderbolt, let me say that any Mac with a Thunderbolt connection, you're automatically compatible with AVB. Your computer connects straight to it. You do not need a switch. You do not need all the extra stuff. So that's great news. And then also, if you get a Dante card, Dante users, you can automatically talk via Dante. So let's go ahead and get started. Right now, I'm connected via Firewire to my RM32. And only thing I have to do is, first thing, just double click on it to launch the app. And once I'm in the software, this is how it's going to come factory. So the first thing you have to do is, let me go to my first channel. You have to click this little gear, and it's going to take you to this beautiful little page. With the X32, you can just do a couple things that can just kind of like hit them in banks. One thing I like about the RM, you can do each channel by itself. So you just click on your first channel, say Firewire. It works for a network too, but do Firewire. Just for, hey, it's Firewire, network is AVB or Dante. So let's stick to Firewire. So you have to do each channel. So you gotta go to each one of them. But I got a little cheat sheet. So I'm just gonna go to my scenes and I'm just gonna click on one I made for playback. And once you're done with that, this is how your screen will look. It will have nothing but Firewire. So it's a 32 by, it's actually a 54 channel inputs, because it's actually a 54 by 34. But I don't. But the other channels are basically your aux recordings and things like that. So, but we're not going to go into all those things. So this is how your page will look like right here to get all your channels in to your multi-rack. Now, if you don't want all these channels going to your multi-rack, you can just easily select one and say, hey, I want the analog signal. I don't want it to even communicate with the multi-rack. But I must let you know, it's good just to send it through the multi-rack, even if you're not going to use a multi-rack. Even if you're not going to use a strip inside the multi-rack, you're just going to use it as a pass-through. The reason why I say that is because you got to remember, you're adding latency. So if you have this one analog, let's say this is a microphone, and this is something else, this is something else, this is something else, this stuff right here can get out of time. So I don't know how late it's going to be, but you're going to have some latency. So I would just recommend, if you're going to use multi-rack, make sure you go to full thing multi-rack. Do not try to do some analog, do some Firewire, because you're going to cause some latency issues. You won't hear it, but your musicians will, especially if they're using in-ear monitors. So, all right, so that being said, just want to give that disclaimer. That being said, you want to launch your multi-rack. All right, cool. So this is how your screen looks like when you first open up multi-rack. For you guys that know how to use multi-rack, but for you who don't, you just click right here, and it's going to come up with this beautiful little page. You're going to type in 32. That's 32 inputs, and you're going to do auto routing. That's what I like about this. It's going to auto route all my ins and outs. So you just click OK. All right, so you're going to get this page right here. You're going to have all 32 ins, 32 in, and all the way to your out. So it's automatically routing. It's good to go. But first thing you have to do is you got to set up your interface. So Mine is already set up, so I was already lucky. But if this wasn't, you just go to, your multi-rack settings and preference, and then you just click on your auto interface. So as you can see, I got Pro Tools, Dante, Avid, so hey, and make sure your sample rate is okay. And I just got something for my server. So yeah. So you don't have to mess with none of this stuff, plugins. You ain't got to mess with nothing in that. So you're good to go. That's if you already have your multi-rack set up, you know what you're doing. So just make sure your multi-rack sample rate is the same. And hey, if you got the buffer, drop it low as you can for lower latency. But the lower you go, the more your processor has to work. So hopefully you got a strong computer. I'm on a MacBook Pro 2012, mid 2012, i7, 16 gig solid state hard drive. So you got a little bit of beef, not a lot. So, all right, I only have one microphone connected. I have my wireless handheld. So it's on channel 17. And right now I'm talking inside of it. See how it's coming in and it's going out. And if I go back here, channel 17. Wow. Okay. So I got channel 17 coming in. I don't know if you can hear my speaker in the background. So channel 17 is coming in. Okay. So channel 17. Let me come out of here. You can still use your EQ within. Hold on. I'm on the wrong channel. Select your channel first, please. And you can still use your EQ within the actual software. So everything kind of still passes through the PreSonus. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, see? Hey, hey, hey. So everything still works right here. So let's reset that. Great. So everything you can still work right here. You can use all your great things. Phantom power does work. You still have phantom power control. Still gotta get phantom power if it needs it. You can see. You control the preamp. So everything still has control right here. I'm gonna go full screen with these software. Well, that's okay. And also remember, you can actually control the input right here as well. See, it get a little stronger. So I usually leave mine at Unity, but hey, gain structure is key in sound systems. So I'm going to add a little bit of processing to my system. So I'm going to start off with a little hike EQ. I like that one. C6, my favorite. And then we're going to, I'm just playing around with it. Go a little vocal rider. That's a cheat. I just want to let everybody know if you want to cheat in life, get a vocal rider. Because I'm gonna stop talking in the microphone. I like to use the vocal rider because it's a cheat. I love it because I don't have to work anymore. I let this thing do it. I set it up and it's good to go. You can go out there and get more tutorials on this software, but it is amazing to use, especially in Pro Tools too. So, and then also, let's see, I'm going to go in here and get my API. What else? Just throwing some things in here. No, let's see, what else would be cool to have? H delay. I don't really like using. See. All right, take that away. Um, then hey, you got some more things that you can use. Let's see. I want to use my compression gate, whatever. Then if I want to use an API compression, hey, just playing around. So this is pretty much, you can use this to do some really cool things. So I come in here and I don't know if you can hear it. Let's say I want to just use one of these presets. Whoa, my bad. As you can see, I just gained the highs up. So you can see that the multi-rack is working. So hey, see, yeah, everything's fucking is working just great. Let's see. Like I said, I love this software right here. This vocal router is amazing, but it has to get something to make it. I don't have enough volume coming in, and for my just this should say for my speakers, I use it on slow, and for my singers, I use it for fast to kind of catch that fast, reaction. So it's pretty cool. Um, well, it's not gonna work today. Then compression, then you got another compression. If I want to take this out and add API. Oh, I didn't take it out, did I? Well, whatever. So hey, you can see it's gained up. So yeah, so this is how you set up your multi-rack for your Personas RM32AI.